Let's move on to royal news because there are, of course, now growing calls for the former Prince, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's time as trade envoy to be investigated for possible corruption. This is after these newly released Epstein files accuse the former Prince of forwarding government documents to Jeffrey Epstein. Angela, can you bring us up to speed on what
so of course the focus up to date has been on Andrew and what he did with young women in America. Now the focus has turned because, of course, these Epstein files, it's just like you go deeper and deeper. There's just layers of sediment in this. And so the new revelations have been that, of course, he became a trade envoy after he left the Navy. He was appointed by the Tony Blair government, and this was his role, despite the fact the King didn't want him to do it. What we're seeing now is allegations and coming through the Epstein files that he was actually sharing this privileged information, information around itineraries, business deals with Epstein, things that could have had an impact on national security. Now, while the British police have not yet confirmed that they are going to launch a criminal investigation, they're certainly looking into it. The implications of this, of course, is that if he is charged for misconduct in public office, that could potentially come with a prison sentence.
Wow.
So huge. There's still pressure on him from America, though, for him to speak to Congress. And I think that's going to get stronger because the King, of course, is visiting the US for a state visit in April. William is going there in July for the bicentenary celebrations. So when they are in America, that pressure, because that's of course where most of Epstein's victims live, is going to be enormous. So how the palace handles this, there's still a lot to run on the story.
Absolutely. Now, Princess Catherine and Prince William, they've shared a new photograph to mark Valentine's Day. They were both beaming while in the countryside, and certainly a gorgeous photo that has been posted of the future King and Queen. There we go. I don't know if we have that, but we'll try and get it up at some point. Also reports that they've never been closer and have become especially close after Princess Catherine's cancer diagnosis.
I think this is very, the notion of them being close is really believable. And there's so many things around the royal family that isn't. The reason being that they have gone inwards. There is so much muck happening on the outside of the royal family. I mean, Prince William's just been in Saudi Arabia. He didn't get a lot of coverage for that because of the Andrew problem. What they have to do with their family is be incredibly solid and secure as a unit of five for the future of the monarchy. So in the past, we didn't see things like these Valentine's Day photographs, but now I think they're wanting to showcase how close they are, how important they are for the stability of the monarchy, how tight-knit their three children are. And so we're not going to see things that happened with William and Harry among their children. They're very much focusing. You know, William's going to inherit this monarchy at potentially the worst time in history, when faith and trust in that institution has been completely smashed. And so showing things where there's togetherness, cohesion, love, service is really important.